Hello and welcome to Nerdarchy. For nerds, by nerds, I'm Nerdarchist Dave, joined by my favorite co-conspirator in subclass scheming,
Nerdarchist Ted. Greetings, adventurers, character builders, and lovers of spooky subclasses.
Tonight we're cracking open the crypt that is the horror subclasses Unearthed Arcana. Wizards of the Coast has reanimated and revised 6 fan-favorite dark-themed subclasses from Bard to Warlock, and we're here to dissect them, compare them, and maybe scream a little about power balance.
Whether you're looking to terrify your table, min-max your shadow sorcerer, or just want to hear us geek out about spooky builds, you're in the right place.
So settle in, light a candle, let's get unsettling with horror subclasses from Unearthed Arcana 2025. With that, let's move along. We got a Warlock. So Unearthed Arcana 2025, horror subclasses, Warlock Hexblade Patron.
You've made a pact with a sentient magic weapon and the cursed forces contained within its blade. Such a weapon could be a sword sheathed at a warlock's side, or it could be an infinite magic weapon stored elsewhere, projecting its power across the multiverse to further its cunning plans. To those who are willing to follow this weapon's whims, these inscrutable patrons are often the power to bestow malignant curses, delivering punishing blows, and bolster the wielder.
Check out the design notes over in the PDF over on D&D Beyond. You get level 3 Hexblade spells. This is actually really good because now you just get them added as prepared spells instead of them just having them on your list, which, always felt like a slap in the face for the Warlock anytime you could get access to another spell. But it was on your list to choose, and it's like, I only get like 2 spells anyway. Why can't I just have the versatility? But you're going to get at 3rd level Arcane Vigor, Hex, Magic Weapon, Shield, Wrathful Smite. 5, Conjure Barrage, Dispel Magic. 7th, Freedom of Movement, Staggering Smite. And 9th, Animate Objects and Steel Wind Strike. I love me some Steel Wind Strike.
Steel Wind Strike is absolutely incredible. I have seen this move combined with one other spell to be probably the most devastating situation. Somebody casts a high-level hold person on 5 targets, followed by Steel Wind Strike, because hold person paralyzes, which turns Steel Wind Strike into a crit.
12 die 10.
That was utterly devastating. The amount of dice damage dropped, it was, oh my god, it was glorious. But anyway, level 3, we're also getting Hexblade's Manifest. Your patron grants you the power to summon cursed echoes of its blade to hinder your foes. You gain the following benefit. Hexblade's Cursed. You can cast Hex without expending a spell slot a number of times equal to your Charisma modifier, and you regain all expended uses when you finish a long rest. When you cast Hex, a spectral weapon resembling your patron orbits the cursed target. Hexblade's Maneuvers. Once per turn, when you hit a target cursed by your Hex with an attack roll, you can cause one of these additional effects. Draining Slash. The target makes a Constitution saving throw against your spell save DC. On a failed save, the target can't make opportunity attacks, and its speed is halved until the start of your next turn. Harrowing Blade. The target makes a Wisdom save against your spell save DC. On a failed save, the next time the target makes an attack roll against a creature other than you before the start of your next turn, the target takes necrotic damage equal to your Charisma modifier. Or Stymieing Mark. The target has disadvantage on the next saving throw it makes before the start of your next turn.
I feel like the old ability was a little bit better, but the new ability has more action economy to it. Where before, like, you could hex them and then you could Hexblade curse them, and it was 2 different things. Now they're just kind of rolling all together. So it might be a slight nerfing, but you're going to get to take advantage of it more and longer and combine it with Hex. So it probably washes out. And also, I like the fact that you get some interesting choices that you can do.
Some versatility.
Yes. And so that's always cool. Level 6, we get Lifesteal. Your patron's might allows you to drain vitality from those you curse, granting the following benefits. Hungering Hex. Whenever the target cursed by your Hex drops to 0 hit points, you regain hit points equal to die 8 plus your Charisma modifier. Inevitable Blade. Once per turn, if you make an attack roll against the target cursed by your Hex and miss, you can deal necrotic damage to the creature equal to your Charisma modifier, minimum of 1 necrotic damage. So, you're getting heals and you get to spam damage even if you fail to hit.
It's good stuff. Level 10, we're going to get Armor of Hexes. When you take damage from the cursed target of your Hex, you can take a reaction to reduce the damage taken by an amount equal to 2d8 plus your charisma modifier. You can use this feature a number of times equal to your charisma modifier, and you gain all expended uses when you finish a long rest.
Now, before with this one, I believe you would roll a d6 and subtract that from the attack, possibly causing them to miss. Here, it's just like basically use your reaction, and then you mitigate damage.
It's not it might miss. This is I got hit, I'm going to take less damage. Possibly absorbing all of it if they roll low enough.
I guess the idea is making it more consistently useful. Like, it works every time you use it now. Level 14, Masterful Hex. The patron's accursed might flows even more strongly through you, granting you the following benefits. Cursed critical. Any attack roll you make against the target cursed by your hex scores, critical hit on a roll of a 19 or a 20 on the d20. Infectious Hex. When you use one of your Hexblade maneuvers, you can target one additional creature within 30 feet of the cursed target. The additional target takes die 6 necrotic damage. Resilient Hex. Taking damage can't break your concentration on Hex. So a couple things. One, I think the accursed critical was part of your Hexblade curse before. So it feels like some of the things that you were getting before, they're just rolling back in later and in different ways, or just totally changing them out. Also, like, you got more proficiencies with weapons and armors before too, and I'm not seeing any of that. That's going to affect you as well. Now, some of that stuff might have been rolled into new invocations and stuff. Not 100% sure on that, but that's definitely one of the things that I noticed. Like, I believe you got medium armor and shield before, which you do not.
Yeah, and you could turn something into your Hexblade, and whatever was your Hexblade, you were automatically proficient with.
Yes. Now it's kind of pushing you towards the idea that you're going to take the blade with it as well. But then again, like, all your stuff would work with Eldritch Blast.
Sure.
Because basically, I think it's all based on, like, when you attack, when you make an attack roll, when you hit. So, like, you don't even need to use the weapon per se.
That is true.
I feel like maybe there's some people that are going to be unhappy with these changes. And other people that love, like, Eldritch Blast maybe are going to like it even more. Be like, I'm just going to Eldritch Blast everything, because why beat it with a stick when I have Eldritch Blast?
There's that.
Yeah. So let us know in the comments below. Are you guys happy with these changes? Do you prefer the old Hexblade? What are you going to use at your table?
Thanks for joining us in the crypt tonight. Whether you're now haunted by balance questions or inspired to write a whole new campaign arc, these horror songs definitely bring the flavor.
Like what you saw, smash the like button like a Warlock pack gone wrong, and subscribe so you don't miss the next time Wizards drops fresh subclasses for us to discuss. We'll see you next time. Until then, stay nerdy.
Stay nerdy.